right, guys, we are back. We are 2 days out. I just got back from the gym. I just saw Branch. Really liked how my physique filled out. So I woke up around 239 this morning, a couple pounds up, and now the goal is just to kind of keep slowly filling things in. I stayed really dry. We're still just a little bit flat, so we're gonna do a regular day instead of a high day, which is the exact same protein, the exact same fat as yesterday, just the carbs cut in half. So yesterday I did roughly about 700 carbs. Today we're gonna do about 350. So I'll do 50 with this first meal here, and then kind of everything that you saw yesterday, I'll just cut in half, either take the rice cakes out or take the bogs out, whatever I'm feeling for those meals, but keeping them all rice sources still. So I'm gonna eat this meal down. I'm gonna get a few meals ready for the day. We got a haircut. We will be shaving my whole body, which is a pain in the ass part of bodybuilding, probably the worst part of bodybuilding, and just tedious little stuff. Then we have athlete check-in at 5 o'clock tonight, and we have a tan at 6:30 tonight. So we're gonna keep you guys along for the ride and keep things going day by day. Very happy with how things are going though, guys, and I'm so excited to keep you guys along for the journey. We'll see you guys when we get ready to leave for the haircut. Peace. All right, guys, so we're here with my boy Jay. Get my hair cleaned up before the show. So, you know, I look like a fucking bum. He's gonna clean me up, make me look better. You see how bald I am? We gotta make it look like I'm not bald on stage. So I was gonna shave my head, but Ariel said no, she wants me to get my hair cut. My boy Jay knows how to clean it up good, so we're gonna get handled up. We wanted to kind of be a dark horse coming in.
And that's what I was just gonna say. I think you're gonna be the one like, oh shit.
Yeah, that's the plan, man. And Branch and I knew that. We talked about it a lot, and I said, how should we go about this posting wise, and should we post physique updates and stuff? And he was like, no, man, just keep it quiet and keep them guessing. They don't really have a clue. So
yeah. So how did it feel working with Brand?
Oh, wild, dude. Yeah, this has been a really cool experience. I've learned a ton.
Yeah.
And also, like, it was reassuring too, is like, I wasn't far off, man. We didn't change that much about my diet or anything really, just a little bit more time, a little bit more maturity, things like that.
And it's always good to kind of have a push.
Yeah, of course.
You know what I'm saying?
No, yeah, just the mentorship alone, bro.
The energy you're gonna bring to the stage is different.
Yeah.
Like you're not one of those guys that's like a quiet, just passive. No. One thing about Martin, he gonna let you know how he feels. Yeah, that's for damn sure. You better. One life to live, baby.
Like the YouTube, everyone keeps saying it's like I'm Branch's son, but it's very much like that, man. He's definitely a big father figure to me, and it's made this journey really, really cool this time. This last 20 weeks has been wild.
That's what you needed, bro.
Yeah, for
That's what
sure.
you needed, bro. For sure. 100%. Like night and day, huh?
Whole new man.
Don't look like a bum anymore.
No, sir. But I only cut the champions, though. I don't cut I'm not for everybody. If you're not a champ, it's hard to get in with what Martin called. I got my look.
I got so used to seeing him a certain way, and this is like a whole new man.
And now he looks younger.
He does.
Yep.
There you have it, guys.
Ladies and gentlemen, Martin.
5 years off the top. So then when we shave the face, we really get baby.
Hey, the Martian has landed.
Now it's time to go do the worst part of bodybuilding. Now we shave our whole body. Get you good mowing. We'll see you on Saturday, my dude.
Yes, I'll see you, man. Hey, leave your shit, man.
Yes, sir.
Leave your shit,
You know it.
You there?
All right, guys. Take it easy, guys. Thank you. All right, guys. We're back at the house. You saw I got my hair cut up. I just ate a meal. I am sipping on some coffee. Water hasn't changed today, but I don't really track water all that much. We know we drink about roughly 7 liters, so I'm gonna cut it there today. So in between meals, I'm mostly drinking coffee and then monitoring how much water I'm intaking. As for right now, we're about to do the worst part of bodybuilding, in my opinion, and that's shave your whole body. So I'm gonna give you guys a lowdown on how I do things, kind of the easiest way, if you will. But there's not a lot to it. I'm not a super hairy guy. I'm very lucky in that sense. Ariel's gonna shave my back, my butt, and my hamstrings, were the places I can't reach and can't see. And because there's baby hairs there, somebody still has to shave them. So we have that. I will shave the rest of myself with shaving cream and a razor. You guys can come along for a little bit of it. It's very boring, and I don't want Brick to have to watch me shave. So we'll give you guys a little rough rundown. I'll give you guys some tips and pointers in the bathroom. But other than that, it's kind of a easy, simple, tedious process. So we do this, get a couple meals ready, and then we'll head over to check-ins. But we'll see you guys in the bathroom for some tips and tricks for making shaving easier. All right, guys. So we're in the bathroom, and really don't want to take you guys along for the ride for this. It's really boring, and Brick can be editing videos, getting content out to you guys. So we're just going to give you a rough and dirty of what I'm doing. So first things first, I have this Philips Norelco 1 blade. I'm going to go over my whole body with this thing. It's an electric razor. It gets almost as close as a regular razor does. And it does the job for all the big stuff. Like, I don't shave my legs every day. So knock all the big hair off of there. And then I'll go into using a Gillette Pro Glide regular razor. So cover myself in shaving cream and just make sure everything's smooth. Not try to go too rough because I don't want to get any razor burn, but I naturally have pretty good skin and don't have to worry about that too much. Like I said, I'm not a super hairy guy, so I don't really have to like shave my whole body. But if you can see on my triceps here, I know Brick can zoom in a little bit, I just have tiny white hairs. I don't really have black hairs on my arms. So it's just that tiny little stuff that I need to get off to make the tan sit on my skin perfectly. So we will shave me. I'll do most of the front side and what I can reach. I'll have Ariel get the back side and what she has to do. And then we will exfoliate my body with a exfoliation scrub and these gloves that are kind of rougher. And that's just to knock the last little bit off my skin, dry me out to get the tan tonight. So got to make sure that the pH of the skin is dry and ready for a tan to soak up. You guys see me, I'm pasty white, and we want to make sure that we get a really dark, crisp look on stage. So one of the feedbacks I got from last year's Texas Pro was my tan was too light. So we're going to make sure that that does not happen this year, and we're going to start tanning a little bit early. Last year I started tanning on Friday. Today is Thursday, and we're going to start today. So a little bit different approach. Make sure we get a little bit darker, and we're going to be using Pro Tan this time. So excited to work with them. I know they're the best in the industry. And it's very, very exciting. Brett had a very good experience with them, and so because of that, I wanted to work with them. They reached out, as well as the promoters from Texas Pro told me that they're sponsoring the show and they would like me to use Pro Tan just to get the best look and make sure that I really nail this stage. So super excited, guys. Like I said, I'm gonna shave down. You guys don't really need to see this part of it, so I'll get to it, and then maybe when Ariel's shaving my back, we'll get some B-reel, some clips, and maybe some funny tips. But other than that, guys, it's pretty simple. Tedious part of bodybuilding that sucks, but it has to be done because you got to look perfect on stage. So I'm going to get to it. I'll see you guys in a little bit. All right, guys. So I did my shaving part. Now it's Ariel's turn, I guess. So she's going to shave my back, my hamstrings, my butt. Things I can't reach, I guess. It sucks. It's a pain in the butt. Like I said, they probably took me about 35 minutes to shave my part of the body. It's probably going to take her about the same. And then we have to exfoliate me. So tedious process, but TD is part of what we have to do. So I guess I just go through it and deal with it. Ariel's going to make sure that my tan is perfect. So this is part of the big process of her, I guess, and just really appreciate her because, I mean, can't shave my own back.
I'm not doing it.
All right, guys, we'll see you when we're done.
So I wax everything. So that really makes sure you have no hair on your body.
Yeah, I ain't doing that.
I'm not shaving my back. I mean, I don't have enough hair, but he doesn't really have that much hair, to be honest. So competitor thing.
There's so much surface area.
Guys, so we are at the convention center. We're about to check in. So we'll probably meet up with Branch first and then get a look at me and then we'll check in.
Competing on Friday and Saturday, please have a seat. Bring your guests in with you. If you are an IFBB pro,
Yeah, Martin, he just showed me on his phone. We're not going to try to leak the video, but a posing video from 3 weeks ago where you look in better condition than 99% of guys ever look on contest day. Are you even tighter than that now?
Yeah, man, look, we know that my secret weapon is going to be condition here. So the thing that we sat down and we wanted was 2 weeks out, we would be completely ready for this show. And we would be able to let my body rest and come into this and be ready to go. So I've gotten tighter the last 2 weeks. We were ready 2 weeks ago and now we've just gotten harder, got to play with the food and see what we like best, man. So honestly, I mean, I have Branch's approval and that's all I need. You guys know what Branch's conditioning was. I did the work in the Texas heat this year and we had a lot of fun doing it, man. There was a lot of suffering. It's totally worth it though. I earned the conditioning this time and I'm very proud of it and I'm excited to show you guys.
What's it been like getting to know and to work with and be under the tutelage of somebody like Branch, two-time Arnold Classic champion, Mr. Olympia runner-up, you know, one of the legends of this generation.
Yeah, man, I don't want to talk too much about this because I'll probably get emotional, to be honest.
We like the crying, it gets more views, cry.
I don't want to cry, man, but this guy, at first it started out as a mentorship, right? I looked up to Branch my whole life as a little kid, the guy that worked hard. Everybody said he couldn't do it and he still just got it done. He got the chip on his shoulder. He's a hard-working ranch boy like myself. And so I related a lot to Branch. So at first it started out as a mentorship, man, but this has evolved into, Branch is one of my best friends. He's a father figure. He's a business figure to me. He's a mentor. It's really one of the best relationships I have in my life right now. It's made me grow a lot as a person and mature a lot as an athlete. And I'm very, very thankful for Branch. So before I get too emotional, man, I just appreciate him more than anything, and this has been huge for me.
Yeah, and you know, I'm gonna let you go soon, but talk about dedication. You moved from Wyoming to Denver for your bodybuilding career to go to that gym and advance your career.
107.
Have that gym. What was the name of the gym?
108. Actually,
I can't remember. Come on, Ron. Armbrust, yeah. So you went there, and then you picked up and moved again to Texas, the Dallas area, all for bodybuilding. I mean, was there ever any question in your mind that you would do this? Because most people are like, you are nuts to move across country like this, all over the place for bodybuilding.
Man, if you know me and you've been following me, you know that I would sell my damn soul for this. So I love bodybuilding more than anything in the world, and I knew that this would be the best place for me, man. Branch and I sat down and talked even when I was in Denver in a good environment, and he said, look, man, I think you come down here, put my hand around you, put my arm over your shoulder, and make sure that you're going to kick ass and take names. Get your head right. I had some other stuff going on in my life. We eliminated that, and it totally worked out for the best for me, man. So I would encourage you, some of you young guys, to just chase your dream, because every once in a while it works out to your benefit.
Branch, 25 years old. What kind of potential do you see for Martin in the next couple of years, this year and the coming years? How far do you think this kid can take it?
I think the sky's the limit for him. I think it honestly rests on his shoulders, how much he wants to put into it. You know, if he wants to take it to the extreme, I think he can. He's 25. He's got literally another 10 years, 12 years to grow. Anything like that. He's got plenty of size, and he's going to be on stage tomorrow, close to 240, give or take, plus or minus a couple pounds. See where it ends. But you know, he's good enough to win the show tonight, tomorrow night, whenever it is. And You know, and he still needs. He's 25. He's only, as we all know, when you get in your 30s,
116, Taylor Morrow. 117, Marcel Mayfield.
That you never saw before. So, you know, he's got all these years to grow, plus the best is yet to come. You don't reach your peak till you're in your mid-30s.
Yeah.
So he's the sky's the limit for this kid.
I mean, I remember you making your pro debut. You were in your 20s when you and that wasn't your final form. By the time you were in your mid-30s, I think that's when you were taking second at the Olympia, winning Arnold Classics.
118,
so, man, I mean, you're going to do great this weekend. Don't get me wrong, but the future, I can only imagine.
It's hot. Like even when we were shaving me, Ariel's like, dude, what's that cell? She's like, these veins in the inside of your legs, I'm gonna like cut you and kill you. I can see every vein in your whole body right now.
And let me tell you real quick, I saw Martin for the first time last year here. He came from what placing? Because you were not in the first call out in the very beginning, right?
I was a fourth, yeah, I got fourth here. So I got pulled into the first call out, then they pulled all of us off and left the 3 top guys out there. So then they pulled the second call out and I was in the center. Kind of got moved out a little bit and we came back for finals much tighter and really worked our way back up to that 4th place spot. So you know, honestly, last year was okay. I was really disappointed. I just didn't diet hard enough. I didn't bring the package that I wanted to. And I know that I pulled you aside and Freddie aside and I said, I'm gonna come back in 365 days and I'm gonna make sure to make you guys proud. I moved to Texas. I hooked up with Branch Warren and we're gonna make this happen. So I'm very excited for the package that we're gonna bring to you guys. And no matter what, I know that I improved unbelievably, drastically, whatever word you wanna put in there. Very proud of the improvements that I made. So I can't wait to show out for you guys.
So I was at the Better Bodies barbecue, I just called it a barbecue, and Branch pulled out the phone and we saw the video footage. And me and Freddie were like, dude, where's this come from? Is this the same guy from last year? You looked amazing. So great job to you, Branch, for just taking this guy under your wing, because I just hear nothing but good things about you. He's got an humble spirit about him, and the short time that I've known you, you've never wavered. You're consistent in how you treat people, and that's a special place in my heart. And thank you for coming back to the Texas Pro once again.
Absolutely.
So thank you so much. Thank you, Branch, for bringing this guy in. And anything else? Anybody want to thank besides Branch?
GASP and Better Bodies, of course. You guys know Michael Johansson. Big shout out to them. They take great care of me here. And then obviously Branch and Ariel Kadar, my girlfriend. She's been taking care of me for the last week, doing everything for me. And my cameraman, Brickwall. We've been filming the last 12 days into the show. So if you guys want to tune into that and watch the whole thing going down and the journey into the Texas Pro, sharing it with you guys. And then you guys, I want to thank you so much. This was the best show that I've ever been to. I've been to a lot of pro shows and this was upwards of the Arnold last year. I was so excited to do this. And I'm so excited to be back. So this is one of the best shows I've ever been a part of, and I can't wait to be a part of it and hopefully be a champion here this year in 2022. So excited to be on stage and show you guys what we're bringing.
Thank you so much, Mark. This is Martin Fitzwater signing off.
Peace. Love you, Sheila.
Love you too. I'll see you tomorrow.
Yes, ma'am. All right, so there you have it, you two. I'm a little bit different colored than you saw me last time. Got our base coat on. Shout out to Pro-Tan for hooking it up. Freddie wanted us, he said last year our tan was a little light. We want to make sure to nail it this year with Pro-Tan being the sponsor. Make sure to work with them. Our girl Alyssa, she's the best. So I asked for her specifically to hand paint me. She got it done today and really appreciate them and her. Ariel hooking that up for me because she's got the inside plug. But we're gonna go catch up with Branch now. He had to go get some food while I was tanning. No sense in him sitting around waiting for me. So get him some grub, get one last look at us, get a couple more meals in me. I got 2 more meals. So we'll get a look at me, probably eat a meal and head back to the crib and then we'll get a closeout at the house, and we'll see you guys for one day out. This is crazy. I can't believe we're almost here. It's starting to all come real, and the anxiety is starting to set in. I'm just getting more excited by the minute. So we'll see you guys soon. All right, finishing up the night, guys. So 2 days out is a wrap. We had a long and busy day, but totally worth it. So everything is coming together. I'm very excited. Body is starting to fill out as planned, and really, really excited to see what I look like in the morning. We are going to go see Branch at Destination first thing in the morning. My man Brick has some other things going on, so we'll do that, get a check-in, and then we have a tan tomorrow, and the day is pretty easy, just chilling. As you guys know, today was about 350 carbs. Water was the same. Tomorrow we pull water back, same type of day of food, and just chill. It's going to be very relaxed. So thank you guys, as always, for tuning in. Like, subscribe, all the fun YouTube stuff. And we'll see you guys tomorrow for one day out. I can't believe we're here, and it has been the wildest journey. I'm so excited to unveil this package. And the closer we get, the faster we get to stage all this stuff. It's all coming real. The anxiety is getting to me just a little bit. I'm getting very anxious for the stage, but as for me, I'm off to bed, and we will see you guys in the morning. Good night. All right, guys, we are back, and we were one day out. So Brick took off this morning, had some work to do. I have been lounging and eating and just watching my body change. So meal one was the same thing as yesterday. It was 8 ounces of steak. It was 5 rice cakes. Pretty plain and simple, don't need to change much. Like I said, we're ready. So then meal two was 8 ounces of cod, 50 grams of carbs from Boggs, and 50 carbs from rice cakes, which is 5 rice cakes. That's on repeat for about 3 meals, and then we will go to just protein and see what my body does. So we'll be really happy with how I'm feeling out. I don't think I need a crazy amount of food here. We'll put the carbs in these first couple meals, so the last couple meals, if I need some more food, we can add it in there. But we know kind of where I'm at and what we want to look like going to bed. So I want to be a little bit spilled over going to bed so that I wake up, and as I pee overnight, I wake up just perfectly crispy in the morning. So just riding things out, watching my body change, and doing things as we need to. The plan for the rest of the day is to eat meals, kick my feet up, and really the only other thing we have is a tan. We're going to drive over, we're going to get tanned, we're going to get some extra tanning stuff, and then Ariel will do my last tan here tonight at the house, just so that we don't have to do the traveling back and forth, and we can spend time in our own environment in my own house, which is really lucky and something kind of home field advantage, if you will, over everybody else. So we get to sleep in my own bed, spend time in my own house, and not a lot changes from my regular week. The other thing that's kind of exciting is we're looking at being on stage around 1 o'clock tomorrow, which is normal training time, which is when I look the craziest. We kind of know how many meals we want to get in before that, and how my body responds, what my waist looks like when we train, all those type of things. So everything is kind of just falling into place. I couldn't be more excited. The more we look at my body, the more I eat, the more I change. It's getting pretty wild and exciting. So happy to have you guys along for the ride. I'm going to eat this down, and we'll take you guys to the tan when we get to that point. So we'll see you then. Okay, so about to get my second coat of tan, hand painted on by the best. So Protean's hooking it up. My girl Alyssa's over here, ready to do the thing. we had Branch and Regan over, guys. We had a look at me, as you guys can see, and we got a plan. So fullness is on point. Now we just need to finish drying up. So finish up with carbs for the day. I had about 50 more, but we're gonna pull those. We're gonna go to Pro Veg these last 2 meals of the day, and really just finish things off strong here. So dry up, get one more layer of tan on me for the night. And other than that, it's just relax, probably watch some cartoons and hang out with my people. So we'll keep you guys involved. We'll take you along for the tan when we do that. And maybe these last couple meals we'll talk a little bit, maybe answer some questions or something. But otherwise, we're just hanging around, guys. So appreciate you following along, and we'll see you in a little bit. All right, so we got a coat of tan at 2:45 over at the venue. And instead of having to go back and forth and drive 30 minutes over there to get another tan tonight, and letting the color set in, the longer the better. So we talked to Alyssa, and she twisted Ariel's arm to do the last round of tan tonight here at home.
No, I twisted her arm. That I should have the tan done here, because it makes his life easier and less stressful if I can just do the tan. So she said bring a water bottle. So this is actually not a water, well, it's not water anymore. It's Protan. Gonna pour it in this Tupperware. Honestly, the process is really easy. So like people that don't have access to Protan, if you guys want to do this before your show by yourself, it's a lot easier than you think it is. So if you actually buy the product, you'd have the product. Pour it into a container. Obviously, try not to get it all over the place. I didn't realize your phone was there. I didn't get it that way. So even if you're sloppy, it doesn't really go that far. But anyway, you're going to use this puff. And basically you're going to dip it into the solution.
Put a towel on the floor.
Oh yeah, definitely put not just a towel, like a crappy blanket's even better. But okay. So I'm just going to literally just
paint.
Yeah, paint them. Eventually it's like even, so right now obviously it's not going to look even, but once you start to spread it out, the color starts to even out. On Marty specifically, there's certain body parts that I need to get more than others, like under your armpits. Yeah. So the excess, I guess I'll put under his armpits right now.
So we will cover my whole body in this. We will let me dry. Make sure that there's no spots that need touched up.
Lift your arm all the way up.
And then I'm off to bed. So I've eaten all my meals. I've drank all my water for the day. And this is the last little bit of process that we have. So the tedious stuff is the last stuff to do. But this is what's going to make my tan look best tomorrow, and that's what really matters. So we're going to make sure that we get the dark color. You guys saw me and how pasty white I was all week long, and just how much change we've made with the 2 coats. So this 3rd coat will make a huge difference, and then we have 1 more coat in the morning that will take you guys along with the process. So as for me, I'm going to do this and get to bed. As for you guys, you got other videos to be watching and a live stream to get ready for. But we will see you guys bright and early tomorrow morning for the show. So thanks for tuning in, guys. Like, subscribe, all that fun YouTube stuff. And we'll be keeping you guys along for the last day. And hopefully a big W at the end of it. Good night. Love you guys. Peace. Alright guys, YouTube. Tradition is tradition. So before every show, take a shot of vodka. Ariel takes a shot of vodka. So we figured we would do it with you guys. I have Absolute here because they didn't have Tito's. Otherwise we would have got Texas vodka. But Absolute will do for now. So we got this. It's definitely a double shooter vodka. I don't want to drink the whole thing, but Ariel says I have to. So I'm going to drink this whole thing. I have some coffee here to chase it down. A little Ronnie Coleman special, if you will. If you guys don't know the story, before Ronnie Coleman started winning shows, he went to Kevin Levroni's room Kevin Larone was having a shot of vodka and some coffee before the show. And Ronnie was like, what the hell? But Ronnie did it with him. The next day, Ronnie won the show. And he came to Kevin and he said, man, it was the vodka. The vodka did it. So the vodka is going to do it for us tomorrow here in Texas. Kick some ass and take some names and finish this thing off right. So I'm going to do this shot down. You guys are going to see the worst look on my face ever. I'm going to drink this coffee. And then I'm going to go to bed. Ariel's got a few closing words here, and then we'll see you guys tomorrow.
Okay.
Yep.
Well, I'm proud of you. Thanks, baby. And your tan looks good because I did it. No, I'm kidding. I've seen you really change your body in the past 12 weeks because that's how long he's been prepping. And I can't wait for you to win tomorrow.
All right, guys. Good night. Let's do this bullshit.
Oh, yeah.
You ready?
Are you ready?
Cheers.
To win?
Cheers to win. Oh my God.
I haven't drank since the Arnold.
I hate booze so much. Ugh.
We both never drink. The only time I ever drink is at a show or before the show.
Oh, there you have it, guys. That's
He's never doing a show.
absolutely the worst shit on the planet. Oh my God. How the fuck do you guys drink? Oh, not for me. I promise you I won't be drinking after the show. That's for fucking sure. Good night.